Hey guys, and welcome back to a brand new video today, and of course it is a live race, and we are here of course at the brilliant circuit, which is Imola road course circuit. As you can see right now, we're looking at Bezza's car. We'll put some stuff on the screen for you. Of course I'll put the map on for you guys to keep you know where every car is on circuit. So hello to all of you who are watching, the two of you at the moment who are watching, as we are here for round 8 of course of the Ginetta Evolution here at Imola. Tonight we are. We have some news regarding a few things, which I'm not going to get into too much detail about it. But Bax is not here anymore. So Bax is not here anymore. If you probably don't see from the 15 drivers who are racing tonight, you see Bax. Yeah, it's because he's not here anymore. There's some technical things that have happened. So Bax, the second place in the championship, which is a spicy one to say the least, will not be here tonight on race duty. But we're looking at Bezza now as he heads around. But let me tell you, the championship then. So before he left, it would have been, if I can zoom in, it would have been Lonnie on 148 points in the lead. Second Bax 138. 132 for David. Dalavan 113. Marquis 112. Siventa 81. Boston 80. Akagram 61. Marquis 56. Duke Martin 48. Pet Viv 43. Jonah 26. Bezza 25. GJDM 21. Dunlop Swede 15, and last but not least Dragon 0 points, of course, because he hasn't scored yet in the race. He did. And of course, just to tell you, it's HLB in the lead, HBH in second, AKA in third, Dalavanta Italiano Racing in fourth, Bezic in fifth, and Beauty and the Beast in sixth, and Redline in seventh, and Jota in eighth. So all close in the championship results: 260, 216, 199, 194, 81, 69, 69 and 39 in the point standings for your teams. As we're looking at Bezza here, and he's the first car to set a lap. He will be here as the rest of them now come across the line. Now they do here and start their laps. Apparently Lonnie's already done a lap of 2 minutes 2.6. But that I don't think was a respectable time. I don't know how he got that set in here, but I swear Bezza is the first one here tonight on a lap, as he makes a little mistake there, does Besser, there he does, but keeps it going nicely though. Here he does. So 2 minute 2 from Lonnie is the quickest at the moment. Dragon just does a 2 minute 1.739 and puts himself up there in the charms now. He does. Very nice lap from him indeed it is. Hello to you, Harry Budder, in the chat. Very nice indeed. But here comes Bezza then, will be the third car, across the line. I do make a mistaken. And what time is he going to set here? I would expect to be quite quick, as we put the speedometer on for you guys, just to show you that how quick they actually do go around here. 120 at 156.3. Great lap from him there. 142 was his quickest time there down that straight, so well done to him. Akagram 156.256 puts himself pole, and Dunlop Swede as well is here tonight in full force. We look at Dunlop Swede here, a little bit of a wrecked front bumper, I could say there. I don't know if that is wrecked. No, it's not. Well, I won't. Joanna, hello in the chat. Yeah, just a little bit of a hit bumper there, so he must have hit something there. Lonnie 153.281 in pole now on this practice. I know it's only practice, but it would technically be pole, but a good lap time from him there it is. So we have a few topics to talk about tonight. A bit about esports, and of course a bit about racing like this. I know I don't like talking about it, but I have a few in the race when it gets boring, as we normally used to do with Ethan, of course. I'm going to tell you what I've got some topics tonight. So we've got to talk about esports, of course. We've got to talk about sim racing in general, and generally a thoughts on racing we could do in the thing. And you guys let us know in the comments if you enjoy the ideas we're talking about tonight. Jukebox says, going to be a good race. Okay, for Joe, so is he out? Oh, he's out on circuit actually. So we'll go to him for you now, as I think he's about to come. Well, he's got like one corner to go, and then he's going to cross the line here. So here you go then, Jukebox. Joanna, hello mate, hello, whoever you are, hello. But here goes Joe then out of the last corner now, to the line, he's coming, nope, straight into the pit lane. He decides he's had enough of his lap there and doesn't want to do any more of it, which is fair enough. As we're looking at Make, HLB here across the line, Make or Mike, one of them two. It is, we keep making a mistake. Crosses now and does a 1:53.980, puts himself third. Very nice lap there from him. There it is. Let's just see who else is on the lap who's about to finish the lap. I think Boston Row actually is about... no, he's not. I don't know who's actually coming to the... Well, some drivers who've done laps already then are coming to the line. Let's see who they are then. Any drivers who's done a lap. Lonnie across the line. Doesn't improve. 0.9 off the fastest time there he was. So not good for Lonnie indeed there. It's not. Bezer just crossed and didn't improve either. What about Boston Row actually? Let's stay with Boston Row for a lap because he's about to finish his lap. So we'll keep on board with Boston Row. Sorry if I flick through the cameras a lot tonight, but we do have not much to get through tonight, and it's all good racing. It should be as well. And yeah, if you're wondering how I am this week, as always, Ethan sadly can't be here due to a little bit of internet issues regarding where he lives, and there's a little bit of internet issues, so he can't do it. But Boston Row then to do his one out of possible 2 laps you can do here in practice, just to get the car tested right with the setup you've got, and to see what you've got here as he comes to the line. And crosses and doesn't get his lap in, so that must have been just an out lap there. No, he invalidated his lap for going off track. Oh, just at the top of the screen there. That was not good for Boston Row then there. It is not indeed. Let's see what David can do here as he's about to finish lap. He's actually yeah, we'll do it beforehand because GJDM has just gone off the circuit, slides, but keeps it going. Can he actually get this lap in here? Or will this be not counting? Nope, it says he's invalidated his lap twice there for going off circuit, so he will cross the line and hopefully get this lap in. As David now out the last corner, he comes to the line. Hopefully he can do something well tonight. But yeah, if you're wondering how I am, I'm okay. It's not the best I've been in the last months, but yeah, I'm okay. A few things have happened last night and a couple of nights ago I had an argument with some people, so not been good. But David crosses as a 1:53.870, and yes, this is where I absolutely enjoy it. So as I kind of going to say to all of you guys who are watching, this is kind of like my this is kind of helping me get through the time at the moment, so I do appreciate that. Of course is I'm doing... Sorry about the disconnect controller there, I do appreciate it. Yes, Joe's then #1, yes indeed. As I'm looking at Boston Row now. Is Boston Row actually just behind DJG? No, DJG hasn't actually completely done a lap yet, but Boston Row then about to come to line now. He is in the car here, so just sad news to say, Bax, we don't know much about it, but he's left. Well, he's not racing tonight, and he's not racing in the championship anymore apparently, so some complications with him anyway. We don't need to get into detail, but Boston, a 1:54.0, and we are going to see DJD or a few cars across. I think we are here, are we? Before DJD, who's that? Yep, Dalavan now crosses, and we have 10 seconds left of the 14 seconds left, actually, to be precise, of the session left. So can DJD make his way around and actually try and cross the line in time? I don't think he'll get a lap in actually here. That sounds quite weird for him, but he won't get a lap in other than this lap he's on now. So he literally, he's literally, I think as we speak, just invalidated his lap there. If that hasn't invalidated it, then I don't know what will. But he exits the last corner now. To the line he comes. Joe decides he don't want to do a practice lap. He wants to do probably a qualifying lap instead, which is totally acceptable. GJDM to the line then, and doesn't improve, doesn't say a lap there, doesn't even get a lap in. Does Bezer want another lap? I think Bezer's on a lap, I think Pet Bib's on a lap, and I do believe that is, and Duke Martin's on a lap. I think actually Bezer is on a lap. I think he's actually trying on this lap here. If he's not, Bezer, then, well, I don't know, but here he comes then to the line. I think Duke's coming in the pit lane. But Bezer now, out of the last corner he comes, down to the line. He is going to come now. What's it going to be this lap? Indeed, Joe's in number 1 as he crosses there, goes 4th. Very nice indeed. Is Pet Biv on a lap? He is. Doesn't change at all. Does not go up the order at all there. He doesn't. So that is qualifying done. We're hoping maybe to wait for the practice done. I think we're hoping to wait for these 2 cars to come across. There we go then. As the chat is talking. Hello to the chat tonight. Okay, whatever you just said there, you're Spanish, so there you go. But hello to all of you in the chat, and of course, in that session there, I didn't read it, but you can see it on the screen. Just for a brief second there, so just to say, will it actually let me see it? It was Marquis first, Dalavan second, and Lonnie third. So I'm going to give it tonight, Dalavan. I'm going to say Dalavan, David, and Lonnie, who will be your top 3 in the championship tonight, and in the race tonight, and in qualifying as well. I think they'll be top 3 in qualifying, so should be all good tonight. It should. Yep. There's oh, fair enough. Hello, Dragon. Nice to have you, of course, in the chat, and of course here with us out on the circuit as well. Here, indeed. Yeah, should be amazing. If you are new, guys, and you haven't already, as I say in every stream, smash a like on this stream. Say to Gavra, this is a good championship. We like this championship. We all love watching this. And if you haven't already, pop it in the. And if you're ready, if you click X on the chat and you look at the button which says which is there, and it's still red. Then click on that to subscribe as well, so you always never miss a video on our channel. And as well, click the bell so you can always get notified with a little ping, and a little bit at the top of your screen will come up a box will saying Gavra's live, and it's very useful when you want to watch a championship of yours from Gavra Racing indeed. And as well, guys, if there's any championships you want us to do, let us know in the comments. Anything you want to see on Gavra, maybe a European series, maybe a you want to see an endurance championship like LMPs, GTs, you want, but short races so you can have at least one driver in the car. You want to see a Le Mans 24-hour style race. You want to see a Indy 500 style race. Let us know in the comments your suggestions. We all appreciate everything you do, everybody, and we appreciate you all watching. Tonight we do thank you to the 10, thank you to the 8 of you who are sticking around here tonight and watching. It is, of course, one of the best things for you guys to do. We do of course really appreciate it. You guys, we do of course appreciate it at all. We really do. All of your company tonight, as all your comments are coming through, flooding through. Hello to all of you here in the chat. First car out then. Where is the car? I want to see it. It's the car there, and I really don't know who it is. One of the first was Make, so Make, there he was. Was it Pet Biv? No. Dragon? But I will stay on board with Dragon for a second because he looks like really good in that car tonight. I think it may have been Akagram, but I'm not entirely sure. So if I flick through the cars, I'm trying to see who it is. We'll stay with Boston. We'll go on board with Boston here and let you guys have a look at Boston's car with the speedometer on, of course, and you can see the laps from him then. Fair enough, go Duke and Joe, and hello to everyone in the chat, of course. And of course, we've just seen Boston where they do a lap. Dalavan, a 2:1.981, very good from him. Marquis, 2-minute 1.984 as Lonnie, a 1:53 5, 7, 8. But Dalavana 153, 3, 1, 2. What's Boston Rowe going to do? A 154, 699. It doesn't improve as much as you think. Pet Bib did a good lap there. 155. There he did. Let's see what Dragon did. A 156, 912. So not the worst of laps you can ever do. I don't want to be too harsh on the people here. There's DCG. There's GDDM heading around there. He is. Duke Martin about to head into the last corner now. Made a little mistake there. He did. Not enough to worthy a bad lap there, but here he goes then. Out to last corner now he comes, down to the line he comes. Well, you can kind of class here, this corner here, as a curve, but I doubt it is. And across it now he comes, a 59, 319, a 159, that is. Not bad at all, but not brilliant, as we're looking now at the GJD now on a lap. He crosses now and sets a 2 minutes point in 778. Very good lap there, that is. Not brilliant, but so it's an okay lap there from him. And we hope dearly he can put in a good performance tonight. And hello to everyone who is watching, of course. I don't know why I keep saying reading the chat off a lot. I know I shouldn't be, but I am. We will be getting 10 in primarily in a second. When we do have a car who just is about to cross the line, and that we will get a lap on board of the car, and I'll give you the run through it, and then we'll have a quick break from me talking, and we'll let you guys just listen to the cars as they go around. So here we go then with Venter then with 3 minutes and 42 seconds to go, as he now exits out of the last corner now. Good exit you need to get down here, then down a little curve, kink/curve in the road. Get a good exit down there. He crosses the line, does not improve though, so he's probably on another flying lap now. If he's not, I do really hope he is there. Brake into this corner here. You need to go into the curb there and into the curb on the inside of the corner. Then try and go onto the outside curb, or close to the outside curb if you can, but not close, not hit it if you don't want to. Then you go on the Then you go on the right-hand side of the curb here. Brake, I would, at the 50-meter board, and then go into the left-hand side, then into the right-hand side. I would love to do this on a sidecar. It'd be awesome. It would just there, and then put yourself up with the gears up to about 4th gear, then down to about 2nd, maybe even 1st if you want to go down to that, you can do, and then up you go here with the gears to 0.022 up on his lap time. Here he is up to about 5th. I would say you'll be down here. Well, I would anyway. And then you brake here down to about 3rd or 2nd. You can go 2nd, but it slows you down a lot. Into the curb, off the curbs. You need a good camber here because you've got a lot of undulation and a lot of ups and downs at this circuit. It's, as you can see here, as you were up to 4th, up to 3rd there, but down 2nd. You've got a lot of hills, not much hills. They're not. The gradient may be 4, 5, or 6, but not high hills. And then here, down here, you need to be braking again at 50 or even 100 to clip the 2 curbs here. And then out the corner you come. And now you can be rocking about 5th gear down here. It's absolutely brilliant. This bit of circuit is hitting massive speeds down here. You are, as he's 1 minute up, 1 second up on his time here. You can be hitting 132 he hit, but you can hit 135, 136 there as you go down to 2nd gear. You do try and get as close to curves as you can, because some curves are big like sausage, not sausage but big curves, and then try and go out the corner down to the line. Then you will come, and then you turn out the 2 kind of curves on this, like, technically straight, but it's not a straight, and then he heads to the line. He will get a 154.230, a 154.230, puts him 6th. A brilliant lap there from Venter. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen, there was a lap on board the cars there for you. Better now to the line. What are you going to do here? Improves, goes up to 4th, a 152.924. We'll keep you with Pet Bib, who's about to start a lap, I think he is here, and I'll be back in literally a couple of seconds. out. We have a good old 3 seconds to go. Nope, now we finished qualifying, so there we go. Qualifying is done, everybody, so in the pit lane you cannot come back out. Pet Biv is one of the last ones to complete a lap. He will be here. Let's see what Pet Biv's lap time will be here as he comes around the circuit here to complete his race. 45 minutes, by the way, the race is, so when I say, I'm going to say it again, the race is boring, we will of course get the, we'll get some topics to talk about. I've got a few topics to talk about, just a few, not rants, but a few topics to talk about today. And if you didn't hear the F1 news, then yeah, it's looking good. But here they come then, to the line comes Pet Biv. He doesn't improve that lap time there, which is a surprise, but well, Akagram doesn't either, so I can't be too disappointed, as Marquis now is looking good there. I think the other one in front of him is Duke, and we'll see what Duke can do here, as he says he's making a pit. He's just made a, here he has, is he coming in? Duke Martin? No, he's actually going to come and complete a lap off here. So we'll Marquis right behind him. Let's see what he can do here then as he comes to the line then, around the last kind of curve. He now turns and to the line he comes. What's it going to be here? And not an improvement. Sadly, there it's not, as Marquis doesn't improve either, so does not decide to complete his lap. Last car to actually complete a lap here will be, of course, David, who is heading around here quite nicely. He is now out the last corner he comes. That's a good thing here. It's kind of easy to be too optimistic here. As he comes across now, there's David. What can David do? We'll read the comment out in a second for you. Flip Flip doesn't improve either, and I don't know, Flip Flip, if he did mean that or not, but he didn't do a lap, as you can rightly say. There he didn't. So it's Lonnie on pole position with a 1:52.499. There it is. Second is, of course, Dalavan, 1:52.690. Third Marquis is 52.841. David 52.9329 and 52.924. Absolutely close to them two are here. Look, pretty much identical lap times there from Beza and David there in 4th and 5th. We'll go down the order now for you, and we won't read them out. We did the top 6 for you there, we did, and there you go. There are the rest of your field now from 6th down to 15th on the grid. There you go. No lag this week, which is very surprising, but yeah, as you say. And my predictions for the race tonight, so James.limited or James.org predictions, is, of course, I think it's going to be between Lonnie, Dalavan, Marquis and David for your top 4 for battling out for the podiums, and I think it'll be Boston Road, Beza, David, Siventa for 4th position. I think they have a good chance for 4th tonight. I don't think maybe a possible thing, and maybe it was. I'm not entirely sure tonight, but maybe it was a strategy. I'm not entirely sure if it was or not, but I hope it was a good. Hopefully, it's going to be a good strategy tonight, not a awful strategy where he just bottles it. And Joe, I know Joe, he's a very experienced older driver we have in these championships, but very good racer Joe is, and he does a really good job with racing. And if you guys want to let us know in the comments what you want to see as well, if you want to see racing, if you want to see stuff like that, then let us know what you want from us here, because we have a quarantine. We're in quarantine, of course. Hopefully you're staying safe from this virus outbreak. That's all I'm going to say, because YouTube algorithm. But yeah, if you want to talk about anything in the comments, like races, if you want to know anything that's not about this race, what do you want? Let us know in the comments, guys. If you had to, if there was kind of a race that you could do, like a GT race, an LMP race, something like that, what would you do? Let us know in the comments. Would you do a GT race? Like, what race would you want to see? And if you guys as well would love to see it, hit a like and comment down below. Would you like to see a commentator's race as well? I think I might be awful in that. I can't do that soon because I don't have enough room in my room I'm in right now to do with a steering wheel. But red lights are now on, of course. Here they're sinking anyway. As the 2 red lights now come on, now 3. And we're now green on raceway for this race here. What a start from Dalavan. He must have jumped the start there. Lordy. What a start from him there. And everyone else now. Oh no, Dalavan's left. Dalavan has left the session. He's had a bit of lag. Oh my goodness me, that has really not got Dalavan happy there. It won't be. But everyone else here is through the corner. Just 2 cars went out there. We were on 15. We're now down to 13. So something must have happened there in the game. It doesn't say on my screen what happens. I don't even know if they're in the pit lane or not. No, they're not. Dragon disconnected as well. Oh, that is awful. And so did Dalavan. That is so disappointing. Right at the start of the race, and Dragon, I know. Hi all. No, it's not indeed. No qualifying change. There, it's not. But here they come then down the straight here. What's going to happen here? The closest battle is this one here. Is the eventer going to get past Boston here? Is he with 44 minutes now on the clock to go? So will he manage to make his way through here? This is the only real battle we've got. And by the way, we're not doing what we normally do. We're not going to focus always on the top 5. We're going to focus on the whole field tonight. And I know we don't normally coverage it, but we're going to coverage most of the fields. We get it. But credit where credit's due already so early on in this race. As we go side by side in the front here, what's Boston got? So what's Beza got here on David? Can Beza get past David here? Beza, no he can't, he decides to back off a little bit there into the corner, makes a little bit of a mistake there to David, but Beza now down the inside, can he go here? A little bit slower off the corner, a little bit of flame coming out the back. Oh, that's so sad there, Dragon, that game kicked you, that is, there, but he doesn't manage to make his way through here. Nobody in the background makes his way through either, do they? Make actually, he's going to go side by side with AKA, and they both go off into the wall. They're both in the wall, but I do think they'll get back on here, but we look at Joe. Where is Joe? There he is, from 15th on the grid up to P9 already. Lovely to see that there as Akagram and him go off there as DJ DM spins as well. I think these guys will be pitting. If they don't pit, then they're not crazy, but I surely hope I thought they would pit, if that makes sense. And I think GJD may pit. No, DJ DM does not pit at all, and the only real battle we have, I would say, is Beza here. Can he make his way past, as he's trying to all race pretty much, get past David here in the battle here? I think he's trying to get past David, still can't do it, and has Boston Rowe, David's teammate, right on his tail though, so I doubt he will get through there. And they're leading to the two teammates as well, Lonnie and Marquez is there as well. Disappointed I am for the guys in the lead as well, who just was so comfortable, the two who were here, Dragon and of course Dalavan. Had a name blank there, and hopefully they can do well here. They can, but yeah, absolutely brilliant it's going to be tonight. Here it is. What a race it's turning out to be here. My name is James, if you don't know who I am, or if you know me on PlayStation as Cadwell, then I am here for you in the chat tonight. I'm here to make your day a little bit better than it is always has been. And my day today's been a bit rubbish due to a few things. I've had a few friends who just don't want to be friends anymore, and a few just general stuff. At the age of 18, it's just life. Gotta say it. You lose some people, you gain some people. It's kind of life. And let's see what happens then. Is he gonna make it through Beza this time, or is he not into the corner? No, Beza decides better of it and does not go through. But Marquis here, right on the back. Here he is. He flashed his lights a second ago there, but I think Beza actually has a closer run on the back of David here than I think many people think he does here in today. We have had another comment, but sadly my comment section won't let me read it. Yes, he did do well in GT3 last year, was it? Or was it this season, GT3? I don't know anyway, but hopefully he can do well. But here goes Beza then. Can Beza get through? He literally nearly tapped the back of David there. Joe in P9 already. I think Joe tonight will get a P6. I think it'll be a P6 for Joe tonight. I think he really will push and get P6 there. But look at Beza here. What can Beza do? He made a little mistake there actually. And I think Boston Rowe can't capitalise, can he? No, he cannot capitalise. A bit further down the order, there is a battle going on. There is down the order. Well, actually, there isn't actually down the order really. Battle. The only real battle I would say down the order is this one between Pet Biv and Siventa trying to close up. But so it's this one here we're looking at with Beza, and it's very interesting to see already. The two who were crashed, Akagram and GJDM, sorry, have both gone into the dropped off a bit now. They're 25-30 seconds off the pace of the other cars here. 13 cars still racing out of the 15 we had to start with, and disappointed over who did crash out of the race, by the way. So yeah, it's very interesting to see. But yeah, as you can see now, the gap's coming up and down. I quit playing the league and this game forever. It is really all F1 okay for me. Yeah, I don't think it's this game. I think it's just some hosts we have. I think it's just some people who host this. Maybe what I suggest, maybe one week is actually getting somebody else to host this lobby, maybe, and it'll be a little bit better. But here goes Bezza. Well, Boston Road on Bezza here. What a run he's got here. He's got an amazing run here. Boston Road is on Bezza. Can he make his way through him into the corner? No, he cannot. He tried. He thinks better of it there. He does, and goes around there. He does. But yeah, we hope Boston Road can do something here and actually get past Bezza, but I don't know. 30 minutes to go, so what have we seen in the first 15 minutes? Not really much battling, but this battle, this three here have been the main focusing point of the first 15 minutes. It's been all pretty much them for the first 12 minutes, of this race. Not really too much going on in the first, literally a couple of minutes. It's 38 minutes gone, 38 minutes and 25 seconds ago. I couldn't see that for a second there, so I said 30, I'm sorry. So it is Lonnie in the lead, from Marquez, from David, from Bezza, Boston Row, and Ciaventa in your top 6 then. It is no real battles other than that. Actually, there is one here. What can Make do now? He's right, closed up to Duke Martin now. He has Make, who made a little mistake and went off the circuit and tapped just the tiniest of kisses and got like 3 or 4 on the side of his car there, he did, which isn't good. But yeah, I do believe this game is a really good game. I just think and I hope Codemasters can sort out this game and make it one of the better games they've made in a long time. Would be appreciated. But there, these two are close as well near the back of the field. They are. Oh, Duke Martin makes a tiny mistake there and loses the position. Now gets back on and wheels away. He does there, but doesn't really know what he's done there. As side by side go Bezza and Boston Row, and Boston Row gets through very nicely there. Boston Row is through there. He is. Dalavan is. David's here actually, sorry, I thought it was Dalavan for a second there. Don't know why I said Dalavan. Yeah, I think it's just because of this virusy thing that has overloaded them. But no, what I suggest is in the future is when we have a better game from Project Cars 3, hopefully they can do it on PlayStation 4 and PS5, so like a combined thing. They put in more stuff into the game maybe and more stuff in to help, but yeah, it should be good. Like a server thing to help with servers and that more people can race, and so it's enjoyable more than just having 14 in the race, if that makes sense. Like having a bigger thing. That's one of my things I was going to talk about later, but I'll talk about it now quickly. No, okay, if you say so, mate. But I honestly would give it a second chance and just see what it's like. Okay, hello to Alabama then in the chat. But yeah, here goes Bezza then. What can Bezza do on the back of Boston Row, who actually got past him quite nicely there. Yeah, everyone has problems on this game, don't get me wrong, I have problems on this game as well. But they're going side by side, they are here. Nope, he decides better of it there, Bezza does, and I don't blame him, really. Let's go to the battle which was happening a bit further back between Dunlop Swede and Joe. Joe here really did enjoy the start he had. From P8, from P15 to P8, and then 2 cars left because of internet problems, so he is pretty much up where he needs to be here. But Dunlop Swede here really trying his absolute hardest here is to get past the car behind, the car of Joe here. 35 minutes ago, so we've had 10 minutes of the race. How do I suggest 10 minutes? It's been very good 10 minutes, it has. Very good racing it has. And of course, I love racing this circuit. It's been absolutely brilliant. Today it has. Here, and I do believe it's going to be one amazing race. But here comes Dunlop Swede and out the last corner now and comes across the line. Will he get anywhere close to the back of Joe, or will he just leave it and there? Well, he was 1.7 seconds slower than his fastest lap that time around, so I don't think he will get past Dunlop Swede, will he? No, Dunlop Swede will not get past Joe, which is a bit of surprise there. Let's go back up to Bezza quickly. The battle which was raging all of that lap it was before. Will it carry on this lap and do the same? As the crowds are here watching today, they are very lovely to see all the crowd here I would love to go. If I had to pick circuits, I would love to go and see. I would love to go to this circuit. Would love to go to Le Mans. Would love to go to Daytona for a race. Project Cars circuit car, by the way. And I would love to go to Bathurst for a race. So there you go. There's a few circuits for you that I would love to go and see races at. But look at Bezza. He just gets a better exit out of these two corners. But then Boston there just puts the throttle down a bit earlier and gets a better exit out of that corner. So I don't know really if it's just Boston Road slowing or not, but it's pretty amazing really to see this race going as it is. Not the best, not the worst, but yeah, it's 50-50 at the moment, to say the least, as Boston Road and Bezza, this battle here today, loving it we are as they come down here, as into the pits comes JD, he does. Is the battle between Joe and the battle with Joe and Make anything. Oh, we had a problem for Dunlop Swede. He spun it at the corner, so I've just come back as he just comes back onto circuit. Now he gets back on now and he rails away now, but right behind him literally is Duke Martin, and Duke Martin now going to go side by side with Dunlop Swede, automatically through because of that. So that's Dunlop Swede there, making a bit of a mistake, and it cost you a little bit around here. You can do it on any corner really around here, really make a mistake you can, but here go you can there. Back to Bezza's battle we go, and Bezza really trying so hard to get past Boston Row here, but can't. But yeah, we have some topics, as I said, to talk about earlier, which if we do have time we can talk about them, but 32 minutes and 58 seconds to go, so I do believe we'll get them in. There indeed it was. So yeah, it should be really interesting fun here. Should Bezza now gets pretty close now, about 0.2 behind the back of Boston Row. Can he make it through? Here he can. Please do smash like and subscribe if you do enjoy the content we're seeing and see the racing we see here. Bezza makes a little tiny mistake there, but he's not capitalised much on it. Boston Row hasn't, or it didn't affect the cars much. There you do, as Bezza now coming down now, he's touching nearly the back of Boston Row here. He now pulls the inside line. This could be a really good thing down this little tiny straight we've got here, little tiny corner we've got here, but doesn't manage to do it down there. As they both cross line now, who's it going to be in the lead? It's Boston Row in the lead, but Bezza goes down for the switch back to the inside line. Can Bezza now make it through down the inside here? He can brilliantly there from Bezza into P4. He goes. Boston Row has to back off and let the position be gone. There he has. Absolutely brilliant there from Bezza. From losing the position on lap 5 to waiting 2 laps, and then on the start of, well, lost the laps on lap 4, waited 2 laps, and on the end of lap 7 he pulled out and goes thank you very much and slots through. A lovely move there as he goes there, he does. Now we'll hit 30 minutes of the race gone, but Bezza makes a tiny mistake. Can Bezza keep it going? Though he can, yes he can, but there's so much undulation around here, it's crazy. The racing is around here, so crazy indeed it is. The undulation, as Boston Row now going to go down the outside line here into the corner. Don't think it's going to work. No, Bezza says, hey, I've just got the position off you, I don't want to give you it back. Really, really good move from him there, it is. There, as they all head around now. Here they do. Boston Row now looking for the outside line of that corner, but couldn't do it, and now looks for the inside of the next corner. Will he manage to do it there? No, indeed he won't. And Bezza here just trying to keep away. Boston Row makes a little mistake, and Bezza I think got the position there. As we head a bit further back now to Joe's battle again, and Joe is now make out HRB. I think that is on. Yeah, Make is right on the back of him now. Can he actually get through or not? And take the position off Joe. I don't think Joe will want that, because Joe is a older racer, as we say, but still amazing at racing. Joe is an absolute quality racer, and if I had to give a thing for just racing, Joe would be in my top is a good racer, Joe is. So there you go. And if you are new guys, please do smash like as always, and do subscribe to this race. As Joe now going to go around the outside. Now he is. Is anyone here going to see anything here? Oh, sorry, Make. Sorry, is he ever going to go around the outside or the inside line? What's going to happen here then with Make? As he heads around after 29 minutes and 5 and 17 seconds to go. There it is. Let's see what Boston Rowe's got on the car in front of him. Not much. The gap has gone up to about 4 or 0.4 now. It has. So really, Boston Rowe I think is just going to let this one play out for a little bit of laps, and then maybe in a couple of laps when he's a bit more comfortable, race it and get the win that he so desperately needs around this circuit here. Back down the order we go. Back to that Make battle. It's gone up to about half a second now, so it's not really fizzled out. So every battle's pretty much fizzled out. We're going to have a quick chat now, guys, for you. So I will stick on the Boston Rowe battle just for this, as this. We'll stick on the Make battle, and as I say this, so sim racing. It's lost its touch, I think, sim racing has, and I know I'm going to say this because of F1 and because of racing drivers. Now I know you're thinking, I love watching the big drivers like the Stick McLaughlins who race in the V8 Super Cups. I love watching them. I love watching Max Verstappen race. I love watching Lando Norris race. I just think maybe we don't. Oh, makes a mistake, and does it? Oh, he doesn't hit the wall, just misses it. But that was so close there to him hit the wall, unbelievably. But what happens? Basically, what I'm trying to say is, I think we should have it differently to what we have it actually now with racing, because you watch a race which is like this race now, a procession pretty much, no cars battling, it's kind of boring, okay? Everyone's working their hardest, but it's quite boring. I love racing, and I love watching the races. We have 27 minutes and 38 seconds to go, by the way. I love watching races where you have, say, 10 racers who are really quick, who break away from the field, say, and then the back 10 are just squabbling between each positions, maybe a few spins, but all 10 are just merrily squabbling through positions, and it's nice to see that, where they're not pretty much maybe X rated or amazing rated, they're just there. So they're just there, that's what I'm going to say, and they're just there in there to be what they need to be or what they are. So that's pretty much all I'm going to say it is, and I know you're thinking, great, but yeah, I'm truly true with that. It just, to me, doesn't feel like racing with the superstars are great, is great, like really good racing, compared to what you have with the general Gavra race. So that's why Gavra's amazing, and I'm always going to credit Gavra on this one for how they have put together a league where so many racers are here to race, and it's casual, but it's not like amazing racing. But what I mean by amazing racing is, it's not like the F1 drivers who are so quick at pace racing, they're so precise at corners and everything like that. But these are just amazing races in a different sense, where they have drivers who, it means more to them to do well in a race than actually not do well, and they don't really mind if they don't do well, they just want to actually have good battling. And I think that's kind of what we need to see, is the battle at the front has gone down from 1.8 seconds to 1.1 seconds. It has at the front. And if you are watching, ladies and gentlemen, smash like as always and do subscribe. But yeah, I do agree with a lot of people who said this. I hate racing like F1 style, in the sense of esports kind of. They're all professionals, they know how to race, they know how to esports, they know how to do racing online, they know how to flick the gear sticks, flick the panels and that. But Gavra and all of these kind of races are drivers who probably aren't going to be racing drivers in real life, they just love sim racing, love racing, and they're just quality racers, so that's why. But anyway, here we go then. Hopefully you all are doing alright today. As any real battles down the field that I can look at? No, this is the closest one, the top two. Third actually is closing in, so David's closing in a little bit rapider than I thought he would. A little bit rapidly, and more than I thought he would be, as he is really. But let's see what can happen then with the rest of the field. As lapped already is GJDM is lapped already, and I think Akagram is nearly lapped already as well. So Akagram out down the course line now as well, nearly lapped, but not there. He isn't. As David, wow, he was 3 seconds a second ago. He's now 2.2, so Agulator, good evening, mate. How are you? Good to see you in the chat. And yeah, if you want to know, guys, Bax is not racing tonight. He might be back next week, but there's some complications with Bax stuff with him. I think he's out of the championship for good now. Don't want to go into too much detail because we don't know as commentators and we don't know as the league itself. But he's not here, so yeah. Yes, let's go to Joe very quickly because I think they're nowhere near battling. But let's have a look at Joe. Here's Joe then on his own, pretty much got a gap of about nearly 2 seconds actually over Joe, who is there racing right, but sorry, over Pete. Pet Biv, there he is, right behind him there. As we look on board, Pet, we'll go on board with Pet and have a lapper on board just to show you what a lap is on board with a car here. Actually go on bonnet cam, not roof cam. We don't like roof cam, we love bonnet cam, just so we can see how actually tight the corners are and how extreme the track is. Well, Make's made a mistake. Oh, sorry, Marky's made a mistake, and David has got through. Lovely move from David there, up into P2. Oh, there's another mistake here from him again. Will this mean that Beza now gets through? Sorry, guys, I didn't see it. Yes, it is. No, Beza here is coming now. Beza is here. Lovely to see what Beza can do here. Actually, get past. Oh, he's made another mistake there. Has Marky's. And so he's lost the position again to Beza. So Beza now makes up the positions there, and I don't think he'll be too pleased with that. Will Marquis there, as we've lost 2 positions on that lap, on lap 12 there, and he may even lose another one in a minute to Boston Row if he's kept unlucky. So yeah. No, he's not, Brian. Indeed, he's not. So he's not left for dead either. He's still got Beza catching, but the gap is down to 2.9 seconds. It was 3.4. So something is going on with David now. Oh, a little bit of a twitch there from David as he comes back on from the curb there. You didn't see it, but he came back on from the curb, a little twitch, but not much. Better. But hopefully you're having a good year. Hope you're having a good time off from work, or if your quarantine is doing you like mentally stressed, then I understand. But yeah, is he come in? He has not come in, so something must have happened on that lap, which annoyed him. He's closed right back up now, he has, to Beza, so I don't know if he was saving fuel that lap or what, but he's closed back up to Beza now, and I think Melky is now thinking, right, let me get back P2, let me see what I can do, and see if I can get anywhere close enough to the battle here. We do have the battle between Make and Pet Biv, as they're about to come to the line. Can Make get past Pet Biv here? Just to tell you, is Lonnie in the lead? 2.9 seconds behind David. Beza in third, 6.0 seconds, oh, 5.8 seconds sorry, behind your leader. Then it is Marquis, 6.4 seconds behind us. Here goes Make down the inside. Nope, decides better of it. Actually, doesn't decide better of it, backs off a little bit there. So Pet Biv just has the better inline speed there for that corner, but here goes Make again. I think he may just actually try down the inside of this corner, lunge him. I wouldn't actually recommend it, but I've done it before and it has worked. 10% of the time it works, but it doesn't work all the time if you want to know. And so yeah, as Marquis has a penalty, so a 1 second penalty, whatever that is. Boston Road 5th, 6th event, 7th Joe. We're looking at the battle here between Pet Biv in 8th and Make in 9th, but we do still have the battle, of course, between Marquis and Beza, who are still closing in as well with each other, but I just think this one's a bit more fun because it's a bit more closer. But I don't know what you think, but I think it's a bit more closer, this one. Here, then after them it's Duke Martin, it's Dunlop, sorry, and then Duke Martin, and then it's GJDM right behind them, who is about 3 laps down on everyone else in this race, with 20 minutes to go of racing here. Hopefully you are doing a good thing tonight, and yes, I know some racing isn't going to be interesting enough, and I know I'm just saying I don't really think it's interesting, but when there's no battles, when there's like no cars in a gap between under a second, then I don't really talk about it. But that's all I've got to say about it. And if you haven't already heard the news that the only circuit we have on this game from Portugal, the Portuguese circuit, I think it's Alvarez, is that how you say in Portuguese? I think that's what it is. No, I don't know, the Portuguese circuit on this game anyway, they have got the licence now to do F1 races, so not next season, so not the 21 season, because that'll probably be the 20 season then. The season after, they could actually get in and do F1 races again, because they now have a licence to say, yep, you can do F1 race if you want. But here goes Make. Can he manage to get past Pet Biv here? Can he? Nope. Into corner 1, he decides better of it this time. The 79 machine does. Lovely that machine, lovely that livery is there on that machine. Very good. There it is. As can he? Oh, he slides a tiny bit, but I do think he's kept it control. Can he make through? No, we cannot. There. So I hope it's all good racing here. Let's see what we can do now into this corner. Nothing, but they are. As I turn my attention back to the comments for 2 seconds, there we go. Yep. Closing in on Joe. So Joe now is a little bit worried. I think he will be. I think if you were Joe and I was Joe, it may be a bit worrying to see that, as the battle for the lead has gone down to 1.3 seconds here. Yeah, it does. I'm looking on my phone right now. It does look a little bit fuzzy, and I do go a little bit quieter, and then I do go back full. But I don't know why that is, and it might be on your end, but of course it might be on my end. As this battle here will be raging for the last couple of points, big points that is, down to 10th. 10th get you good points, and then after 10th you get a few points. But still, I still can't believe it. Gavra does it, but every point you get points. So Gavra does a great job there, where everyone in the race gets points at least, so it's not bad. But the lead has gone down to 0.8 now, and what can David do here? Can he manage to get past Lonnie in the lead? Lonnie's been leading the race for 15 laps now, so as there's a car, you hear that in the background there, just leaving his house. Very good from Lonnie actually, amazing racing. 0.5 now the gap it is, and I think Lonnie may let David oh, he's made the mistake, and I think that's what capitalised here with David. I think David's now done what he had to do here, and I think he's done it. Yes, he has. Lovely job there from David. Through he goes, back into the lead of the Grand Prix. In the lead of the race here. Marquez is there, right behind Beza, of course, and Boston Rowe now has a penalty. So just to tell you, it is David, Lonnie, Beza, Marquez, and Boston Rowe. Both of them have 1 second penalties. What about the 50 seconds worth of penalties for DJDM, but if he finishes the race, at least he gets points at the end of the day. Joe Make has got past Pet Biv. Unbelievable there. I didn't think Pet Biv would have done anything there, as Joe makes a little mistake there, so I think Make will capitalise. There he will. In the comments, let's read them out. 53-0 for David last lap. Yikes. Yes, very quick lap there from David last lap. 53-0. There's a 57-383 for Lonnie last lap. David 54-749 that last lap it was. If you go back on the telemetry there you go. 54-4 what is David, where he is? 53-828 is the quickest lap. Jesus, that's amazing that lap there it is. Absolutely quick that is there from David. But back we go to the battle between Make and Joe. It is still closing in here between Make and Joe. I think Make is capitalising rapidly on this here. He's closing in rapid that last lap there. It's a very quick lap from David indeed, but the gap has come back down now. It has from 1 second to 0.8, so the gap has come down. So I think Lonnie here is thinking to himself, I don't want to leave this race. I don't want to not win this. Come on. Here it was 1.4. It's now 1 second now, so it's coming down every lap. Here it is around this circuit. Beza, and of course, has got Marquez now right on his tail. Marquez, I thought a second ago, was not going to capitalise on this. He's got his lights on. Maybe he'll flash them and say, right, let me pass, and then we can do the slipstream game, or just, no, let me pass and I can capitalise and catch up with the guys in front, and you can try and draft me. As he makes a mistake there, Marquez does, and there's a wobble out the corner. Not good, but not the worst you can do really. It's not on this situation as we head on board with him, as he now looks like he's going to try and get past Beza here into the corner. Or he try into these last, like literally 2 corners here. It's a very weird thing this track. It looks like a fish a little bit, but you know, can't do much really on this. As hello to all of you who are watching. If you are, smash a like as always, and of course if you are new, subscribe as well. Would be appreciated. As I just don't get that. Beza gets a massive exit and it goes back up to like 0.5 or 0.6. It is unbelievable. But look at this. Marquez now gets closer. Will he try into the corner? No, because Beza brakes later than he does. He brakes at the 100 metre board. He brakes at the 50 metre board. It's just, that's what happens. There it is, yes, steady as she goes indeed. It really is unbelievably very, very slow for these two here. Back we go a little bit to Make and Joe. They are still, the gap is still like 1.8 seconds, so it's still staying pretty comfortable there at 1.8 seconds, but not looking the best indeed. It's not, as there's a quick reminder again of lap 17. Of why did I put that on, I do not know. Back onto this we go. And back up we go to the battle between these two here, between Marquez and of course Beza. Here we do. If you're wondering where Ethan is this week and you don't hear the nice voice of Ethan, he has sadly internet problems at his house, would not let him come on tonight. So he told us at 2 PM this afternoon UK time that he couldn't race, so he couldn't compete tonight. So I'm here by myself as always, as sometimes I am, which is fine. We sometimes take it in turns, if you know that. But yeah, Beza though, I just don't know with Beza. He's very good, but then shocking at some parts. Like not very good at other parts. Like these last couple of corners, not good at these last 2 corners. He's not really. I think Lonnie has made the mistake. Lonnie's made a mistake. Wow, Lonnie's made a mistake. He went off the track a little bit there, and Beza and Marquez go through, and Lonnie now has to fight a bit another day because David has a 5-second gap now. It was 1 second, it's now 5, and David knows now he needs to push the throttle down here. Marquez now right on the back of Beza now. He's looking like he's going to try and capitalise here, but oh my goodness me, this is letting Boston Road close up actually quite nicely. It is here. Marquez now 0.5 off the back of Beza. Here he is. Make that a little bit more now because it's upped a little bit. But it is a lovely day to be alive today. It is absolutely lovely. Here it is. As they head down here, I think Marquez really is looking closer. Look, you can see that here. He really is trying so hard. I think personally, Marquez looked at that last lap, 155.303, 154.920 for Beza. So Beza is quicker, just. But I just don't know. I just don't know though. We have to look again at the next lap. Lonnie, 2 minutes 1, must have had a mistake somewhere because he definitely is not that slow. He's not really there. We'll check this lap here as they head into the activation zone any second. Will there be a remark just to say if he's quicker or not? Well, he's slower than his fastest lap ever, but could be quicker than Beza this lap, I think, I could say. But these two are racing pretty nicely, pretty nice lines. Very good at lines, very good at getting the corners right and exits right. But here they come then, out of the last corner they both come now. To the line they come, makes a little mistake there, does Beza because he clipped the grass. And that lets Marquez close up a little bit, but then Beza then just puts the throttle down and can zoom away. What's it going to be then when they cross the line this time? A quicker lap for Marquez this time, and he gets really close now. He does. He's going to go down the outside line here. They touch the tyres too. Marquez goes around, and I think that meant Lonnie. Yes, it does. Puts Lonnie back up there. I told you. I thought it might do that actually itself, as Boston Road now gets through as well. I thought it would do that. Basically, that he just tapped the tiniest bit of wheel, tips him onto the grass a little bit, and just spins him around, which is not good. As Marquez here wants to get past, I think Boston Road, you would hear. I hope he does, with minimal effort here. But Boston Road and all these drivers in this championship are very good drivers tonight. They are, with Joe up into P7, by the way, for all of you guys in the chat supporting him. He is here as your leader of the race, all by himself pretty much. As we go, we'll quickly have a look at that very quick, and then we'll head back to this one. There he is, on all by himself. Look at the top of your screen, doing an absolutely fantastic drive tonight. He is. There's nothing really for David to do except just race and finish, really, is all you've got to say really here. As Marky's now right on the back of the car there, as that is Duke Martin there, going off the road a little bit there. It is, or they're making a little bit of annoyance there, it is, but not, but to say indeed it's not, as yeah, if you are wondering what's happening tonight or happening throughout the week, if you would like to see us ever do a commentators race, guys, let us know in the comments. If you would see the commentators like me, Didux, Jukebox, anyone like that do a race, then we'd love to do it. We would, and we'd love to do it in tribute of people and just everybody in the hard times, would say. We'll do it for them. But this battle's still raging. It's not over, of course it's not. But before we do get into anything else, is there anything else I need to tell you? No. Oh, the new F1 game released yesterday. So the new F1 game yesterday night at 12 at, well, UK time actually today, sorry, 9 PM in the morning. They released 9 AM in the morning, UK time. This is they released the notes for the F1 2020 game. They haven't told us when, what's actually physically going to be on the game. Like, haven't told us everything, but they told us a few things. They've told us that there's going to be new liveries, new car design, new livery designs for the cars for online mode. Sorry, there's going to be a new gloves, new suits, and new boots kind of mode. As Marquis here looks very close to the back of Boston Row here, and I think out of this corner here, up this tiny little straight we have here, maybe wants to get through here. He does. Gonna go side by side. They are here with Boston Row. He puts the throttle down really early there. He does, and maybe wants to try and get through here as they go now side by side. They do, just Marquis and Boston Row. Down the inside goes Marquis into the corner, and he's got the move done brilliantly, but Boston Row, knowing him, will want to cut back into the next corner and make it through here. He will, but I doubt he'll get the cut back here. No, he won't. Marquis is through. Lovely move from him. Up he goes now. Can he get back up with Lonnie and try and get back through? What a move that was there indeed, ladies and gentlemen, as there's Lonnie and Bezo in front, as here goes Boston. Then can he get back through? No, he can't indeed. They break now into the corner, turn out now they do, and race their way to the line. Duke Martin now in the pit lane. What a battle that was, what a move that was indeed there, guys, from Marquis. Absolutely brilliant. He knew where he wanted to do, up the hill, into the inside line, got it, done, dusted. But back to what I was saying about F1 quickly. So they've got new liveries on cars online, new stuff like that. They've got it's a 70th edition, and they've got the edition of Michael Schumacher. So they've got three Benetton cars that three Benettons used to race in. And he has his Ferrari and another car he raced in as well. So that's two Benettons, a car he's raced in for Benetton, and a Ferrari 2000 car that he raced in. And then they have a new thing for career mode, which is, of course, if you don't know, if you they have split screen back for another year. So I think they haven't had it since 2014, but they've got split screen back, so you can do two players now on PlayStation with each other. And as Boston Row now goes side by side with Marquis here, can Boston Row make his way through past in this corner? No, he can't. He backs off a little bit there and decides not to go side by side in that, as Marquis makes a tiny mistake. It's not going to cost him much. It might cost him a position, but I doubt it will here, as Boston Row tries to go on the outside but can't, and Marquis kicks the position. But Boston Row with a great switch back there. Boston Row done that amazingly there, he has. And let's see if he can actually make his way through then. Boston Row down the inside he goes. No, he decides to cut back, and I think in 2 seconds time he may go back out, and nope, he doesn't go through. A lock up there from Marquis. Boston Row now is trying ever so hard now to get back through, but I just don't think he has enough speed, Boston Row, to get through here, and no, he doesn't. So back there they do. So the F1 game, just very quickly, has a split screen mode now where you can play two players with a friend who comes to your house, and a new mode coming into career mode, guys, which is like a manager mode, where you can be a manager of your own team. You can make the livery yourself. You're the 11th team in the F1 Championships. There'll be, I think they're rightly saying there'll be 22 cars in the career mode if you want to make your own team. And yes, that'll be absolutely brilliant. Or maybe just one car and you are a one car team, but I don't know. Maybe just 11 cars would be lovely. But there you go. That is what they've got for the new F1 game, and loads of patch notes came out saying it will come out on the 10th of July, stuff like that. saying it's going to be a really good game with the two new circuits that are at the two new circuits, the one in Holland and the one in Holland, the Holland circuit, Zandvoort, and of course the new circuit in Vietnam as well. As the battle there between Marquez and Boston, I think is gone. Boston has lost a little bit more time now he has on that lap, but did just set a fast. Well, they both set a slower lap there. He did that at the time, but yeah. But if you can see on your screen now, second is just at a quicker lap than your leader. So second, if we go to here, set a 154.701 compared to a 154.987 from your leader David. He's just chunked out a lot of time there, Bezer has. It was 6.7 seconds, now 6.1, so he's chunked out 0.6 of a second out of the leader here. And this is actually interesting now, because what you need to think about now is if he can actually keep that going for another 3 minutes and 34 seconds, 38 seconds, if he can do that for that long, and maybe just capitalise on his race here, because Bezer's done great from where he's been on starting, and I think he's absolutely banging this. And to all of you, 6 of you who are, or to the 6 of you who are watching, because I'm watching, let us know in the comments your driver of the day, let us know your thoughts in that. That should be interesting to see. But you can see here Bezer, look, if we go on board with him, I actually want to tell you where your leader is. So your leader's here, look, about to turn around this corner now into here, and Bezer's here, like the little straight before that corner. So you can see there, that car there, and the distance just going around, that is your leader. He's closed that gap down massively there. He's got that down a second on that lap. So I do believe Bezer's pushing, but let's just see what the lap times are going to be this time around. As your leader exits the last corner now, heads through this little weird bit of the circuit where Bezer's just been. Across the line now, a 55.2 for your leader. Unbelievable there for your leader, really, David. He's put in a great shift today, and I don't believe he should be doing this. A 55.564, so made a little mistake, did Bezer, so David still got this with 2 minutes and 30 seconds to go of racing. So what a race it's turned out to be today. Yeah, I do agree with you guys. I think David and Joe have to be my two mentions today. They're the best two in the race. They have to be, and the other mentions will have to be Marquez with a cracking move on Boston Row, absolute cracking move, and he's still got his teammate Lonnie yet to focus on, because Lonnie and him are still battling away here with about a lap and a bit to go. They have of this circuit here. They do, well, yeah, 2 laps to go of this circuit they've got here, and it feels like Lonnie has just the pace here to maybe get through, but I don't know if he does. Marquez on Lonnie here, so it has to be between David and Joe for my drive today, and Lonnie and Marquez from pass of the day. You'll have to be there. Lonnie for pass of the day. So not Lonnie, sorry. Marquez for pass of the day. There it would be. So there you go. They are my things there. It's across line now. Come the last 2 cars. Pet Biv was your last car there across line who's not been lapped. Your leader has made a little mistake because the gap's down to 5.3. I don't know what the leader just did. I don't want to know. But 23 laps completed so far. We're going to be hitting 24 laps in 45 minutes around this beautiful circuit. Here we are today as David now exits the last corner. Now he does. To the line then will come David as his team are there to wave him home with the pit board to say, come on, you've got 1 more lap to go, you can do this, David. The board would be out in the game, and here it is. Look now, here's the last lap, the white flag waves on circuit, and we are now with 1 more lap of racing. If you're in the UK, by the way, it'd be if you were watching club racing, it would be a red flag for black cross in the middle, it would be, but it's not, as second now as Coston starts his next lap. What about Lonnie and Marquez? Lonnie made a mistake in the lap. What? Lonnie's made a mistake and Marquez is through. Absolutely brilliantly there for Marquez, up to P3, there he is. He was in the top 3, then made a mistake, and now he's here. David, yeah, I've got to agree with you guys. Joe and David would be drivers today. I could even give it, I think I might give it to Joe, because he's from, yeah, as you say, last to 7th, but both of the two you have said are great cases for driver of the day today. They have. David made a cracking race, he has. Getting so much pressure David has from like 4th on the grid to be where he is, which is really good to see as Marquez here now. And Lonnie, will Lonnie actually try and get past? As there it is then, ladies and gentlemen, your time is done. So everyone now crossing the line receives the white flag out now, they will, to say this is your last lap, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do this and actually hope to get a good lap in and good racing here, as David now has just got to negotiate 1 more chicane and about 3 more corners after that, and then he'll be crowned your 2020 Ginetta Evolution Imola race winner. Better driver of the day. This is maybe his best race so far. Agreed. Better best race so far. Absolutely appreciate. I do agree. So great cases for everyone here today. I've got to say everyone could be. I think everyone's done amazingly today with how they've raced. That's David crying a lot, but here comes David. Out of the last corner now comes David Kahonen, or Kanoam, and David wins your race here at Imola. He will be so happy with that, David. 24 laps completed, there it is. As now Bezo in second, his best finish of the season so far. In second, there it is. Marquis in third, absolutely brilliant from him. And Lonnie in fourth, absolutely brilliant from him. And Boston Road, there he is, fifth. What's going to happen with sixth? Ciaventa, one of his best finishes for Ciaventa this year, comes home in fifth, one of his best finishes, and he'll be delighted with that, he will, because it's one of his best, of course, finishes. The best finish this will be I've seen in ages for a guy. It will be here. It will have to be one of the best finishes I've seen in absolutely ages. It will, but we still have a battle between Pep and Make. Here we do. Pep has closed up to make it an interesting little bit of a battle there for the end, but let's see what happens here as Joe exits the last corner now, and Joe will get the biggest cheer in the chat I think he will hear, because Joe from 15th on the grid to 7th, Joe Black comes home and takes 7th. An absolute quality race from Joe there in 7th, as Make now right next to PT is now Pep Biv. What's Joe got here? What Make got here on Pep Biv? Make just gets it from Pep Biv, does he? I don't think he does. No, he doesn't. He loses it out because of the penalty there. He does. Done there. Brian, you must be very happy for David there. Dunlop Swede, home in 10th, will get his first point of the season. He'll be delighted with that, then he will. Akagram will be next across, and that is your field done. Akagram now crosses the line he just did, and that is it. Your race is over. So it was David winning 46 minutes, 7 seconds and .563 to complete 24 laps. His fastest lap was a 1:53.823. Beza second. There it was, 7.8 seconds behind. 11.3 seconds behind the leader was third Lonnie, fourth Marquis, fifth Boston Mosi, Venta sixth, Joe Black seventh, Pet Biv eighth, Make ninth, 10th was Dunlop Swede, 11th was Akagram, 12th was Duke Martin, and 13th, and your final finisher was GJDM. Just to say, your fastest lap of the race today was your leader. Was it? Yes, it was a 1:53.823. Absolutely brilliant today. What a race that was there. Absolutely, I thought that was actually not the best race we've had all season, but one of a great race we've had this season though. Still, absolutely brilliant indeed. I will have to go straight. I'll have to be going a little bit quicker tonight because I've got a few things I still need to do today, which I haven't done. Which is I think people will not be happy with me if I don't do them. So I decided to do that. If Beach, yeah, Beza maybe, Joe Black, I think maybe did really well today. I think they're just an absolute brilliant field of cars there for one of the races of the season. Beza definitely will be so happy with that. He will. You take that into consideration. What a race that was there. It was absolutely brilliant. Brian, I don't know if you were actually racing for David, but if you were, well done. Well done to David again. Well done to Beza and well done to Lonnie for your top 3. What a race it was though. Great first 5 laps of the race. Great battling there, but David did it beautifully. He waited beautifully, he did. Got up to the lead. I think it was around about lap 15, lap 12, 13 or 14. And ever since lap then, he's stuck in the lead till lap 25. or lap 24, sorry, and won this race so superbly. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. If you have enjoyed tonight's race, please, of course, do smash a like, and we can hopefully get this, if you smash loads of likes, it's spread around the community of motorsport racing, and of sim racing, I mean. And if you haven't already, smash that subscribe button and click that notification bell, because we do this every week. But sadly, ladies and gentlemen, that is it for us now for 2 weeks. We have a week break next week, which is so sad, but of course, if you didn't know, we have a week break next week. So let me tell you where we should be after next week's break, because it should be absolutely brilliant for you. Round 3, that is it now. We say goodbye, well, we do, to the GT4, and hello to GT3 next time out. So with GT3 next for you guys, next time out we're in the Algarve circuit, where F1 have just signed where they've signed a contract, where they've asked permission, and they've got granted permission now to do F1 races if F1 wants to go back there. Nürburgring, Red Bull Ring and Brno will be your next stages for you. Until then, guys, have a good rest of your time here stuck at home in quarantine and all of that good stuff here today. Let us know in the if there it will be. Thank you everybody for saying I did a really good job today. I do appreciate it, of course, as always. So if you did enjoy today's race, please do smash like as always and subscribe. Well done to David. We now have a week break, and then we'll be back in the Algarve race. We will hopefully be there to be an absolute smasher, and hopefully Ethan's back ready and raring to go. But a week break coming up. So just to give you the final time for your second stage, well, it is David winning here at Monza, from Beza, from Lonnie, from Marquis. So if you did enjoy, smash like as always, subscribe, and goodbye. I've been Cadwell5. See you guys next time. Goodbye.